Let us rejoice. Debbie Lennon is on stage again. She reappeared a couple of years ago in that wonderful Grey Gardens, then did the very serious Next to Normal. Now she's back with Max and Louie Productions doing something called Souvenir. I suppose it's called Souvenir because it's a memory play, but it's really a play about Florence Foster Jenkins, who does comment that her recording of her Carnegie Hall concert will be a souvenir when her voice gives out. You do remember Florence Foster Jenkins, right? Meryl Streep recently played her in a movie. In the 1930s and 40s, Jenkins was a wealthy doyen of New York society who was obsessed with the conviction that she possessed a beautiful operatic voice and that she owed it to the world to share it with us. Sadly, she could not carry a tune. Her pianist would hit a note he wanted her to sing, and she would sing a note half an octave away, totally convinced that she was singing the note he played. She could produce a lovely sound, though off-key, and she could honk out an ugly sound. You can hear her on the records she made. So why is Debbie Lennon, who has one of the finest voices in town, singing like Florence Foster Jenkins? Because she can, I guess, and it makes a great evening's entertainment. But how does she do it? Does the publisher provide a score with the text with the off-key notes written out? Lennon's vocal quality is very much that of Jenkins on the recordings. She must have practiced for hours. On the stage, she hits those off-key notes without a wince. Unlike her accompanist, Cosme McMoon, he does more than wince. He's appalled. He doesn't quite know what to make of this. She wants to hire him to accompany her when she gives recitals for her friends to raise money for charity. Is this some kind of joke, a Spike Jones musical parody? No, he soon realizes she is quite serious. With that comes the realization that she cannot hear herself. She really does believe that she is making beautiful sounds. McMoon is not as young as he once was. He's been struggling for years to succeed as a composer and musician in New York, and he needs the money. So he will grimace and make the best of it. And that's what playwright Stephen Temperley has made into the play Souvenir. It is in part a one-joke play, Jenkins singing, and it's a good joke as Lennon plays it, but it's mainly a play about a relationship, the growing sympathy and affection each has for the other. Early on, Cosme does explode when Jenkins can't come near the note he plays, and he calls her a silly woman. She's crushed, he's appalled at what he's done, and they reconcile while singing the pop tune Crazy Rhythm. He comes to admire her courage and determination, something he's tried to muster in his career, and he gives her the final lying support when she most needs it. Lennon and Paul Cheragino as Cosme McMoon, under the direction of Sidney Grossberg-Ronga, unfold that relation carefully, step by step. Lennon totally convinces us of her character's fantasy. Cheragino masters the subtle innuendos when Cosme addresses the audience. Dunsey-Dye's lovely set provides multiple scenes with 2 side stages and projections by Patrick Huber on the screens and the large slanted ceiling over the main stage. Teresa Doggett has a feast, and no doubt a load of work, designing the multiple costumes of Jenkins, first her daily wear and then the increasingly outrageous ensembles she wears at Carnegie Hall, a new one for each aria. Huber and Tony Anselmo design the lights, and Casey Hunter the sound. Lennon's performance is big and broad, huge, and Cheragino's is subtle. Both are a delight.
Oh, this is a wonderful play, and it's really funny. I just was laughing my head off.
Well, let's hear some of that singing.